Hello, this is wmpyr, and for today's lesson I would like to talk about the finer points of Eskrima. Basically, we're going to be focusing on grip, okay? So the first thing that I would like for you guys to try out is to hold your stick like this, Eskrima stick in the hand, and then just use the wrist like so. Okay, so this is essentially your snap type attack where you're just focusing on the wrist and you go bam, just like that, bam. Okay, so I'm holding it solid and I'm going 1, 2, 3. This is actually a good exercise. Try it on both hands, okay, and get like 30 reps each time. And just work on that snap attack right there. The next exercise that we want to move into is basically if you loosen the last fingers right here, the last 2 to 3 fingers right here, you kind of open it just a little bit, okay, you're going to notice that when you do this move right here, the stick is able to lean back a little bit more because you open this, the bottom 3 right here, a little bit. Okay, so it's going to allow the stick to tilt back towards you. And then, now you have room to squeeze. Okay, you see that? So it tilts like this because I loosened it a little bit, and now I can squeeze. Okay, bam. So this is the same snap cut that we just did earlier with the wrist like this, but now you could involve more dynamic motion there. So your strike becomes stronger. Okay, so not only are you actually using the wrist, but now you're also using your grip as well. You're actually squeezing into the strike as well. So that's also a good one to practice. Please try that with both hands and practice this. This really works good with a blade. So like when you involve the actual arm, because right now I'm just keeping the arm stable just to isolate wrist mechanic first, and then the second exercise is grip mechanic. Okay, so I'm trying to isolate that, and then we want to combine wrist with grip squeezing. Okay, and then on top of that, the next step is to involve arm motion. So you could actually involve your arm motion and come down, use the wrist, and also squeeze, and that cut right there becomes a better cut mechanically, okay? Now, let's actually apply this to this motion right here, which is the downwards figure 8, okay? This pattern right here, you're drawing an X, downwards figure 8. What I want you to do is, as you're practicing this, really focus on what we just did right now, where you're actually feeling the squeeze, okay? So you should let go the last bottom 3 a little bit, just a little bit. Still keep this relatively tight, and feel that squeeze and the cut, and also involve your wrist. Boom, boom, boom. It is a lot to practice. It is a lot to practice, but try to incorporate that into your actual strikes, and your strikes become a higher quality, okay? So as you're striking like this, and you're squeezing like that, right, there's a lot to focus on, but one of the main things here also is as you're bringing the stick down right here, the web, all right, this should be on the web of your hand, okay, right here, this part. Not on this knuckle, this bone, and not on the knuckle on the thumb. Not on the knuckle on the index finger or the thumb. Because if you hit there, it's really gonna start to hurt after a while, and it's gonna wear out your joints there. It's gonna be painful. So use the web, and the web is just perfectly made for this. It's like a cushion, and it gives it momentum. It springs off of there, so you want to use the web and get into practice of feeling. So as you're striking down, you feel the web pushing down right there. So boom, you can really feel the web giving you that extra bounce to strike harder, okay? Okay, so now the next grip is the pistol hand grip. You may have seen Eskrima practitioners, Filipino martial arts practitioners, use this kind of grip right here. It looks like a pistol with your hand, so pistol hand grip, just a simple name that I came up with, but you'll see people do that. And the reason why they do this is basically because, okay, let's go back to the isolation exercise. The arm doesn't move, so I come strike down, and you can see this is as far as I can go because my wrist limitation right here. So the stick only goes up to this far, all right? Now when I change to the pistol hand grip, you see how much lower the stick goes. I didn't move my arm, I didn't move anything else. is just change of grip, and that's how much lower, how much more motion I'm going to get into my strike, how much further I can go into my target, okay? Just from coming from here, and then my wrist is compromised right here, and I go bam, see, and I can go that much lower, that much more leverage. So now you might be thinking, well, if you're opening your hand like that, you're going to be vulnerable. Yes, you are. But when you first start off in martial arts, there's a lot of don't do this, don't do that. You're very, very limited as a beginner. But as you get better and you start to understand more and more, then you're able to do a lot more things, okay? So at the beginner level, don't do this, don't do that. At a higher level, you're able to get away with a lot of things because your understanding is better. You understand timing. You know when to do this. You're not going to be like this the whole time, okay? So you're going to be like this, and then right on the strike, bam, it opens, and it comes back closed. You know, not a problem here. So your timing is better. So it is an advanced grip in a sense. You have to know what you're doing, but at the same time, it does give you that much more leverage. So hope this helps. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.